I hate this next comedian with every fiber of my being. Please give it up, Evan Rabalais.
Go ahead and break them off with a little preview.
Hello! How are we doing tonight? Muted, that's what I expected. A little bit about myself. I am 22 years old, so you can stop listening if you want to. Nothing I say is going to change the way you view anything in the world. My opinion means nothing. I'm actually pretty sure that being 22 means that it's legally prohibited for me to have an opinion on anything. Like, I can go vote right now, but I shouldn't go vote right now. Like, it's legal for an 18-year-old to vote, but only because in the 1820s, an 18-year-old already had 6 kids and a farm to take care of. Like, now if I went to go vote, there'd be some old guy like, come on, nah. You can't vote Justin Timberlake into office. Well, he danced his way into my heart. He can dance his way into the office for all I care. The man is talented. 22. I'm 22 and something happened to me for the first time ever the other day. I was in bed with a lovely young lady, and for the first time ever, my penis didn't work. Yeah! Solidarity. That's what that was. It's crazy because for the past 10 years, my penis has never not worked. In fact, I spent the better part of this decade trying to beat it into submission so that it wouldn't work every time a girl in leggings walked by. And it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing situation. And I was talking to some friends of mine about it. They're in their 30s. You know, and they're like, hey man, you know what happens to the best of us? She'll understand. It's cool. Problem is, I wasn't in bed with a 30-year-old woman who looks at you with a look of understanding. I was in bed with a 20-year-old girl who looks at you like, what are you, queer? A little bit of tits and ass makes your boner play hide and seek? Is that what's happening? When it hides, do you seek another man's butthole? Get the fuck out of my house. Which is fucked up because it was my house. But I was too embarrassed to argue with her. Oh man. I lost my appetite at an IHOP recently, which I know isn't like a difficult thing to do. It happens pretty much every time. But this time it wasn't just the food or the alarming number of face tattoos that did it. I was at IHOP and the elderly gentleman sitting next to me started to have a heart attack. Yeah, that really makes you look twice at the French toast, I gotta be honest. The crazy thing about a dude having a heart attack at IHOP is that no one does a thing about it. A lot of people are going, oh, someone else should help him. I paid $7 for these pancakes. I'm not letting them go to waste, but someone else should certainly help him out. And it didn't, you know, he took it in stride because out of nowhere, like a magician, he just pulled out a full medical kit from under the table and a syringe and a vial. He wasn't having a heart attack. He was going into diabetic shock and gave himself an insulin shot. Yeah, and I've got to tell you, didn't slow him down at all. Not a bit. He's like, back to my chocolate chip pancakes! Woo! Peanut butter syrup? I think so, yes. And there's no way you see that and then you don't watch every bite that guy takes. Phone ready to get that on video because some shit's gonna be going down soon. But like, yeah, look, sadly he didn't go into a coma that night. I know. But it was New Orleans at 3 in the morning, so he was shot to death. It's a dangerous city, guys. Wouldn't bullshit you. Luckily, the police were there just in case anyway, so. I don't know if it happens everywhere, but if you go to like a 24-hour breakfast restaurant past midnight, they'll just have armed police officers just in case. I always see that, I'm like, that seems excessive. And then by the time I leave, I'm like, they need some help. Thank you guys very much. My name's Evan Rabalais. Give it up for one of your semi-attractive hosts.
Evan Rabalais, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. And his flaccid, not working dick. Give it up.